Hello and welcome back to Elden Ring. This is part 7 of the run where we first go through the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. Last time, we went through Charo's hidden grave, a part of the open map. We also found and went through the Fog Rift catacombs. And there we got a boss giving us the Death Knight's twin axes, a strength, dexterity, faith-based paired axes, along with the spirit glaive, a strength, dexterity, intelligence-based glaive, along with the Crimson Amber Medallion +3, giving you the utmost health boost. And here, as you can tell, we are starting at the Cerulean Coast. This beautiful blue area where we will hopefully get the map for this section. And I'm just gonna say right out of the gate, visually speaking, this is a top tier area. Like, the just absolute wide-ranging plains, the mixture of black and blue, the fog, the trees that go up into the sky, the overcast. Like, this is one of the best looking areas just in a Souls game. Now, is it quite Lanedale levels? I mean, objectively, probably not. Personally, yes. Is it going to match that in terms of how good the level is? Probably not, because Lanedale is S+ tier. And because this is an open world and it's kind of hard to compare open world level design to legacy dungeons, and that is a ball of lightning. I remember these things. I don't like these things, partially because you can't kill them, and I also remember these things, and I hate them. We're gonna throw in the Blessed Blue Dew Talisman to get our FP back. But I don't like those things. This is not gonna be good for my health. But yeah, they teleport a lot. They attack very quickly. They're not very good for your health. We can say that much. But, little muskrat thing. I don't know if this leads us back or leads us to a different area or what. It's not... It's kind of pointed in the general direction. Oh. Oh, you're another Demi-Human swordsman. I was about to say, is that like a miniature Blythe? Because of the cape. And the, like, color and texture of the cape. You, sir, are very fast. I'm not okay with that. Oh, we got a Starlight Shard from them. Neat. Also lost half our health. I normally try to avoid healing because I'm stingy about healing. I don't know why, but I am. But because we have the Blessed Blue Dew Talisman on, that means we're gonna have lower health regen, and I'd rather not die. Spirit Sword. Oh, hi. I'm gonna get away from you guys before I look at this. I hope that's okay. I don't want to get smacked while I'm trying to read an item description. It is a curved sword with dexterity and intelligence scaling and physical magic damage. A sharp blade sculpted into a twisted shape. Oh, so like the halberd that we got. The spirit glaive. It is called the spirit sword, so that makes sense. But a sword that has seen many years of use on the gravesite, said to serve as a medium for communion with spirits. Unique skill, Rancor Slash. Spin around, slashing foes while summoning vengeful spirits, which chase down foes. Additional input allows for a follow-up attack. Okay. Cool. I'm personally... Uh-oh. I'm personally not a fan of weapons that have both a physical and a magic scale to them. And a unique skill. We can move back to this. Erdtree fragment. Cool. But I'm not a fan of it because it really limits how many builds can use it. Huh. Anyways, something like the longsword, which is infusible. Like, if you want it to be a magic weapon, you can throw magic scaling on it. If you want it to be a physical weapon, you can throw physical scaling on it. And it makes it... I bit my tongue. It makes it a lot more versatile, which I like. I don't know why these things keep blowing up. I feel like that's not the best thing for your health. I mean, neither is biting your tongue, but I do that a lot, so... Who am I to judge? There's a summoning pool here. So we're moving away from the... we can't lock onto them, but there's a Demi-Human queen over there. So I'm just gonna... I pointed out, I believe 2 parts ago, that I took out a dragon without using Mimic Tear, and that's because I don't... Polterstone. I pointed out that I wasn't summoning Mimic Tear because I want to learn the moves of the new bosses. But this is a Demi-Human queen. We've already fought them before several times in the base game. So... don't really have anything new to learn. So I'm totally fine with summoning Mimic here for them, despite them being much easier. 100k though, that's nice. And Starline Sword. So first, it was a Polterstone, I think it was called. Where that would be, I don't know. Is it one of these, maybe? I don't know where it would be. Where are the items? I hear Polterstone. Makes a noise imitative of human presence. Contrivance of the Gravekeeper's made from spirit gravestone craftable item. Creates a noise imitative of human presence where it lands when thrown. Said to have been used by the solitary gravekeepers to distract themselves from their longing for company. So it's a distraction item. And then we got the Starline Sword. which is a katana, a dexterity intelligence-based katana with blood loss. Sword encrusted with a line of stars fashioned from small pieces of crude glintstone. Weapon of the Demi-Human swordsman. When bestowed with this weapon by their queen, the swordsmen swear to find the truth that lies at the end of the procession of stars. Unique skill, Anze's Line of Stars. This skill, named after a Demi-Human swordmaster, imbues sorceress energy into lined glintstones and executes a slash attack. Repeated inputs allow for up to 2 follow-up attacks, each dealing greater damage than the last. Right, so that's the weapon of these guys. And yeah, I knew that we heard something about it before, so the middle thing, Anze, a master swordsman who devoted himself to the Starline sword, realized that only ruin awaited at the end of the procession of stars and imprisoned himself to forestall it. So, the people who use this, the demi-humans that are gifted it, they're looking for the truth that of ruin, basically. Good to know, good to know. When I heard that line of procession of stars, I was like, I know I heard that from somewhere. Like, did Selen say it? Or, like, I fought a boss that had something about that. Alright, but that explains why there was this thing here. Good. So, we can probably head back to the Cerulean Coast. I feel like that was probably everything there. Maybe not, but if I miss something, I miss something. I can get it later. And then we can head more forward. I know that there's those giant structures off to the right, but I picked up the first one, or I went to the first one, and from there, it was just a, I don't remember if it was a grave or a ghost, but it gave a glowwort, which, oh! I'm too old to get scared like that. I don't have a heart for it. But I feel like that probably should have hit me because I didn't prepare for it at all. But I got lucky, I suppose. Anyways, I'm not too concerned about checking those out. Ow. Sir, please. Uh-oh, that's Ghostflame. Sir, you killed something. I don't know if we can summon Torrent again. Might be better to just back up for that attack. Don't fully know just yet because I've only fought one of these things before. Because these dragons have different attacks. As you can probably tell. Ghostflame. Alright, but like I said, I'm not too concerned. Ow. not too concerned with going after those things. Because of the first one not giving anything good. Also, the dragon summoning add-ons. The dragon summoning add-ons. I'm not a fan of that. It's kind of unique. It's interesting, but personally, I prefer bosses to be a one-on-one duel. And so whenever bosses have additional enemies or summon additional enemies, I'm just not a fan of that because it doesn't gel with the kind of boss that I enjoy. Outside of that, though, boss is great. I was about to say, I don't know what you're doing, because I keep thinking that you're gonna do a tail swipe. There's the tail swipe. Yeah, these big dragons are better fought on horseback. It's more what they're made for. Also, I don't know if the self-heal of the Icon Shield and Blessed New Talisman affects Torrent. I've heard that Torrent gets a self-heal of 3 HP per second, which is very cool, just as someone who appreciates self-heals. But I don't know if the self-heals that apply to me apply to Torrent as well. I would love for them to, because for this boss fight, it would actually help. Ow. I'm fine with that. I'm gonna summon Mimic here. Like I said, I'm typically not a fan of summoning Mimic here. But if they're gonna summon add-ons, then I don't see a problem with me doing it. I'm dead. Sir, please. Please. Sir, please stay on the ground. Your wings aren't even wings. So I don't know why the skeletons keep following me. Yeah, like, the dragon attacked you. Go fight the dragon, Mr. Skeletons. Mr. Dragon, please don't attack those guys. They're just little guys. I didn't realize that he was doing the tail swipe till it was too late. Alright, there are 4 of these guys. Okay, wow. I didn't think it was gonna last nearly that long. Also, does Mimic Tear not... I just realized, Mimic Tear might not attack them once they go down. Because not only do you have to attack, like, not only do you have to bring them down, but you also have to hit them after they go down in order to stop them from getting back up. And I just realized Mimic Tier might not do that. Also throw on Spell Drake Talisman and Pearl Drake Talisman for more defense. Because this thing hits like a truck. Or it has a few attacks that hit super, super hard. That goes very far, but that's one of the attacks where I would kind of suggest getting off Torrent. But you can just run away. Whoosh. Oh, no Ghostflame this time. Also, ow, my horse. I'm running away because my eye itches, and I didn't want to not have camera movements while being next to the boss. For that attack, it feels like if you're close up, you want to run towards them. But if you're not close enough to get under them, then it's better to just run away. That attack the normal base game dragons have, and it's very easy to run away from that. And that, like, sidestep, I believe that's new to the DLC dragons. Same with that bite. Also, just gonna take a few sips of the Estus for Torrent's sake. Oh. Torrent. I really just healed twice, specifically to heal Torrent, just for Torrent to get basically one-tapped. Ooh. I was waiting to see if that was going to be that attack or the summon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to summon Torrent, and then I'm going to take these guys out myself. Because Torrent, or Mimic here, did not do a good job of it. Like, there were still 4 chasing me when I died last time. I thought he was gonna do the blow fire forwards attack. Oh, that attack looked new. Oh, wow. We moved so far away that Mimic Tier despawned. Which is a bit unfortunate. And there's still 1 left. And Ghostflame did nothing to them. That's kind of surprising. Well, we took them out. So, it's just us and the dragon in a one-on-one now. It's taken a lot longer than I had hoped because they have a lot of health. I thought they were gonna do the summon again. Also, ow. Oh, I thought they were gonna do the go up into the air slam. That attack, that's what I thought they were gonna do. Ow. Yeah, things like that are why but attacks like that are why being on horseback is generally better. Because it allows you to move faster to get out of the way. Okay, great enemy felled. 120k, Dragon Heart, and an Ancient Somber Stone. 4 Smithing Stone 7s. Alright. The first one, like the first dragon that we fought, I would say is definitely worth it. This one had, I don't know if it had more health, but it really felt like it had more health. And it had some new moves. Like, especially the summoning move, because it had a charge move that was new. And that felt totally fine. But summoning, not as big on that. So, I don't know if that one's worth it. But moving forward, yeah. Torrent, you can draw like a bus. But we got the Southern Shore map, which also takes the entire right side. Like, Southern Shore as well, I suppose. But still, good. Well, rip that guy. Hi. So we can now move back over to these. Alright, so we can go up that way. That's on you, my friend. That's on you. But I'm gonna go this way first because it has one of these. And I was about to say, and I feel like there's gonna be a site of grace near that, since they have lower importance. Card words coalesce. I abandon here my doubts and vacillation. Erdtree fragment. Don't know what vacillation is, but probably something relating to doubt, since you're throwing them away together. So good for you. And that is a massive dragon. Is that? Yeah, that's by the Grand Altar of Dragon Communion. 2 parts ago, we went into their mouth. Take that as you will. But for now, we can move forward. We can not get shot by that thing. Just keep moving, you'll be good. Grave 9. I mean, it's good as a guaranteed thing since in the base game, Grave 9s are very rare. But I already have my Spirit Ashes upgraded completely, so unless any of these have something around them, I don't think they'd be that good for me. This one has a great Grave Glowwort, which is even rare. And pretty good. I don't know how we'll get back up. If getting up is even possible. So we'll just teleport. Not ideal, but it gets the job done. Nectar Bloom Burgeon. You can pause and read that if you want, but it looks very nice. So, continuing on. Yeah, we can now move around this southwestern shore and head up in elevation to see what's up here. There's an island over there, and there's a building on that island. How do I get to the island? Probably somewhere over there. By that tree. Have we gone over there? I don't know. Well, I hear a roar. It sounded like a troll roar. Well, there's a troll. And they typically roar before fighting. And it's already fighting, so... I was about to roar again. Well, we can't really get to their head from here, so... Might as well keep swinging. Ow. Sir, please calm down. I'm just here to ask how to get to the island. Hefty cracked pot. Well, that makes sense. But that doesn't get me to an island. Unless we can use it as a boat. So, I'm not exactly a boatologist, so I can't answer that question. Oh, gross. Those things have a lot of defenses, so no thank you. Thing is, they don't even have that much health, I don't think. It's just that their defenses are sky high. St. Trina Disciples Cookbook 2. Eternal Sleep Grease. Alright. So that takes a knot resin and a deep purple lily. Coats armament inflicting eternal sleep. Solidified knot grass made from a mixture of deep purple materials, craftable item, coats armament inflicting eternal grease. The effect lasts only a short time. The weak are powerless to resist this velvety sleep. and will never be aroused again. So it's Death Blight. But they don't die. Like, functionally it's Death Blight, but without the dropping to 0 HP. I don't know how good that'll be, considering sleep wasn't that good in the base game. And I don't know... Can we go down there? We can. Alright, good. But yeah, like, I don't see that working against bosses. Or major enemies. Like, I don't see that working against a Crucible Knight. And I don't know why you'd want to perma-sleep an enemy instead of simply killing them. There's a golden door there. Which means that we can't open it up yet. Because same thing happens with, like, Morgott. Like, trying to get past Moog the Omen if you haven't killed Morgott. But let's see what it says. Sealed and obscured by Mikola. Are we gonna kill Mikola? Because everyone's saying, like, oh, kindly Mikola, oh, we're guided by Mikola, oh, you better be a follower of Mikola, or as long as you follow Mikola, we aren't enemies. That's saying it's being obscured by Mikola and sealed by him, so... kind of giving me the vibes that maybe we're going to kill Mikola. And then everyone's going to be really angry with us. I don't know. And I haven't seen much about the DLC. And I'm not watching... Like, I watched part 1 of Jacksepticeye playing the game after I got through... No, sir, no. Bad. But I watched part 1 after getting through part 3. It was part 2 or 3. Oh. So I did see that. And there's 2 ways to go. This way looks smaller. Nah. You guys aren't threats. Alright, this way is a lot more than I... There's gonna be a big enemy in here. Oh, it's a crab, lobster, not a crab. They're 2 different animals. They are 2 different animals. Oh, is this gonna bring us up into the island? See, it was a crab. I told you it was a crab. Like, you think I'd be wrong about what animal I was identifying? No. Perfumed oil of Ranah. Where would that even be? See, use FP to spout flames forward. A in dexterity. A small bottle wrapped in a bright red cloth filled with flammable perfume oil. Uses FP to spout flames forward. The dancers of Ranah keep these concealed as they dance, marking their height of their passion with an explosion of searing flame and sweet enticing scents. So just as we did with the Horn Baron, we can throw that on. We can move over to that Blessed Blue Dude Talisman and we can try it out. Oh. That's the same animation and probably a very similar sploosh as Scouring Black Flame, which is an incantation. That's very cool. I don't know how good the damage is going to be, but especially since I'm a strength build and that's dexterity scaling. But if the damage is even okay, I'd be very tempted to use it because it's a cool animation. I like fire. And even though they kind of suck, I really like hunter tools. So, I mean, in this they're just called tools, but still. Oh, is this a boss? Southern Nameless Mausoleum. When I saw the blue thing where you can't use Torrent, at first I thought, like, oh, this is gonna be a legacy dungeon that you can head into. But nope. Dancer Ranah. Twin Curve Sword. They got the fire hunter tool. Alright, that's definitely unique. Are we gonna get your weapon and armor set? Like we got from the first guy? And wouldn't be Elden Ring if the NPCs didn't have animation readers. You know, just wouldn't be the same. And that was a risky move using all of my stamina. Nope. Also, I was about to say, again, I'm not going to summon Mimic here because I like to learn the boss fights. And again, it wouldn't be Elden Ring without animation readers. Oh, that has some iframes to it. Like their attack. Also, yeah. People... I don't know if it changed, but people said that dual-wielding curve swords was, like, the most powerful thing ever. It might have been more common in the early days, but... like... here you have an NPC using dual curve swords. And they have animation readers. Whereas I have to rely on, like, my eyeballs and my reaction time. Which, neither of which are very good, coming from me. But I still beat her. First try, 80k, half health, but didn't use a single flask, and didn't have the Blessed Dude Talisman on, so Great swords are better. But Dancing Blade of Ranah. Pure dexterity scaling. Decorative swords ablaze with impassioned red. A pair of weapons made to be wielded in both hands. Used by the dancers of Ranah, strikes enemies with dancing assault when executing a strong attack. Unique skill, unending dance. A furious dance formed by a succession of slashing attacks. Hold the button down to sustain the dance for as long as stamina allows. And then the dancer set. Alright, so these two are the same. So bright red dress of the Ranah dancers enhances the power of dancing attacks. Interesting. What would count as a dancing attack? But the dance of Ranah is one of burning passion, and the most passionate dancers ever never allow their fiery dance to end, losing even their names as they dance on. To see the passion fade is to see the dancer's flame extinguished. The middle bracer of the Ranah dancers enhances the power of dancing attack, designed to protect the sword-wielding hand. Long black trousers worn underneath the deep crimson dress of the Ranah dancers enhances the power of dancing attacks. So it has a unique heavy. That's very cool. And looks pretty cool as well. And this is the R1, which looks like this one-handed. Whereas if you try to shield, you actually shield instead of doing the dual wield. Neat. And the skill? And this is just holding it down. This isn't repeated inputs. I'm just holding the button. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Though, look at the difference in damage negation. And even with this set, I'm taking a ton of damage, so cool set. My complaint of you can't really use it still stands, though. But I'm gonna head back here, and then there's still the other way. So we can make our way down there. It's gonna be a bit of a jog for Torrent, but still. And what's on the other side? I don't know. Hopefully it takes 10 minutes or less, because I like to keep these under an hour. I haven't actually kept most of them under an hour, but that's because I would rather finish up an area over an hour than leave an area mostly finished at under an hour. Also, that's a ton of gravestones, which allows you to get from the top down here. And a set of grace, which would have been good to know about. That's the importance of exploration, I suppose. But we got it now, we can keep moving. And it's down here. And light. And don't want to go down too far. You don't want to go down too far too fast, because that'll hurt your bones. But this is the way to go. that's not good for your health, good sir. Say that's not good for your health at all. Oh, that's a dog. Right. So good thing I killed it, because dogs will chase you. Great grave glowwort. So we've gotten 2 of those from these. And I have 8. More than I thought. Well, I see an item over... Good. I see an item over here, and we can grab this. If we can grab it. I don't know if we can, actually. I don't know if that's possible. It is. Good. Grave 8. Alright, so this part was a bit shorter. We're only at 51 minutes compared to like an hour and 20 that some of the other parts have gotten to. But I'd like to generally keep it to be 1 part per area. And so this was the Cerulean Coast area. We made it all the way to the bottom. We found out how to get to here. An island here. How do we get there? We have to look. We at least have to see the island. I don't know how we would get to it, but we at least have to look at it. Alright. Not gonna lie, I don't see an island. Yeah, not gonna lie. My eyes do not see an island there. But anyways. I mean, it could be a render distance thing. But we could see that island, and... that island is even further, because we were over here when we saw it. Or over here. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. If I find out about it, and that it's real and not just part of the map, then I'll go looking for it later. But for now, this was the Cerulean Coast. All of it here. And in it, we fought a dragon boss. We fought a dancer boss. We got the dancing blade of Ranah. We got the star-lined katana, which, yeah, 3rd boss. With a Demi-Human queen. We got the dancer set. Not very defensive, but it looks pretty. Though, like I said before, one of my main problems with the DLC, one of my only 2 problems with it as of right now, is that it's gotten very, like, you access it extremely late in the game. So by this point, everything is doing so much damage that you can't even really use these light armor sets. And you could say, oh, well, New Game Plus, but in New Game Plus, every enemy gets a massive damage boost. So it's like you get these sets, and they're very nice looking, but they just don't have the damage negation to allow you to use them unless you're someone who can no-hit run everything. And even if you can, there's very little of the game left. And so, looks very nice, but can't use it because we don't have the damage, or it doesn't have the damage negation, and we don't have the skill to make up for that lack of damage negation. But don't think we got any talismans. But obligatory Blessed Blue Dew talisman. Absolutely love it. Been hoping for it since the game came out. Absolutely love it. It is one of my best friends. It is very much appreciated. And we also got the perfumed oil of Ranah, which looks very cool. How good it is, I don't know, but it looks cool. Works very well with the Blessed Blue Dew Talisman, which gets you FP every... It looks like 2 seconds. Maybe 3. But for passive regeneration, that's pretty good. I'll take it. But, yeah, not as much progress, but we still took out an entire open world section. Again, not the best in terms of content or like density, but we had 3 bosses in it. It was one of the best looking areas. We got some stuff out of it. So, decent progress. I'm happy with that. This already brought us back up to full FP, even though we used this, I believe, twice. So, very good talisman. And with that being said, yeah.